Okay, hello. I think I'm here, right on time. Um, yeah, I'm here doing my live thing. Welcome, everyone. Hopefully, you can see this okay. Hopefully, you can hear me as well. I will have to probably plug in my phone as we go along. But welcome. This is going to be a December fun insight reading. So, we're going to have a look at the astrology cards and see what comes up for us. So, hopefully, this is finding you happy and well. We've been out in the wind today. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Yeah, we've been out in all the wind and the elements today, so I'm a little bit sniffy. Hi, Chris. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much. Hi, Wayne. Thanks for being here. Welcome, everybody. I'll let you guys come inside. Hopefully, hey, Judy. Good to see you. Hopefully, you can see me clearly. And let me see if I can change this thing. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Okay, cool. Hey, Marissa. Thanks. Thanks for coming in, guys. Hey, Bill. Hi and hi, fam. Oh, that's okay. No problem. Whoops. Cancel that. Okay. Thank you. Hey, Trista. So I've got some Australians that are able to come in because it's a little bit more of a decent hour where you guys are. That's awesome. So this is going to be fun, what we're going to be doing here today. Just choosing number 1 or 2 as it says in the beginning. Hey, Margaret. Yes, lots of food for us. We were so hungry by the time we got to eat that we forgot to take a picture of our food. We just sat there like there were so many different layers to our food, and we're just like, by the time it came, oh my god, we're waiting for my son to wake up, so we didn't eat anything thinking we'll be eating soon. And and then as soon as I got the food on the table, we're just like it was pretty funny. So yeah, we've got leftovers later. We do not go hungry, that's for sure. Yes, that's right. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. Yeah, that's it, Marissa, what you said. That's exactly what it is, and we can't get caught up in all that stuff. Hey, Deborah. Welcome. Hopefully you guys can see me. I may put a I like the candles behind you. Yeah. What I did is I've got this little $4 light, and it does all this stuff, and it's been awesome. Actually, I'm just going to move this candle a little closer. Hey, Joe. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. I know it's a little bit darker. It's a little bit closer to nighttime here right now. It gets darker quicker. Yeah, it's super cool. Hi, I don't think I can repeat that name. It's too hard for me. Okay, so remember, keep in your mind number 1 or number 2. Hi, Desiree. Thanks for being here. Yeah, keep number 1 or number 2. We are going to use the astrology cards today, a little bit different. And we're going to be looking at December in what you're doing, in what money is doing, what your career is doing, and relationships, and also what the universe is saying to you, what message you're receiving. So there's a lot, what you're going to be kind of gifted as well. Where's my other cards there? Okay, so what you're going to be gifted by the universe is also going to come up today. So yeah, we want to have, this is quite a little bit of an in-depth thing, even though it's for all of you like this. And I really recommend getting, if you wanted to get any readings, get the 2021 forecast. It's got so much information this year. It actually takes me a full day to complete your reading, and that's taking only one break. It's like a lot of work involved. But I'm telling you now, the 2021 readings so far have been very positive. So that gives me a lot of just focusing on the future being taken care of, right? All right. So what have we got? Thank you. Okay. So hopefully you guys are okay. You're happy and well after Thanksgiving. You probably have the Thanksgiving fullness. It's like we just ate a lot, and so much so that we both made ourselves sick. And it wasn't even that much food. It's just that we don't normally eat much, and here we had this big plate of food, and it's like, ah. And when you're vegans, I mean, we had the most beautiful fake turkey roast that I layer with all gravy and stuffing. Gorgeous. Yeah, oh my goodness. So this year you get a ton more than you got last year. So we pumped out a 2-mile hike today, so all good. Yeah, we did. We made sure we did that with the little fellas. And Bobby's here, but he's in the other room, so I'm grateful to him for also helping. Yep. So here we go. We're waiting for a few more people to come in. Hey, awesome. People are still sleepy. You know what? I actually had to do a reading in the morning, and then the rest of the day I'm like, right, that's it. I'm not even going to look. I tried not to. I said, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and then I went away from it all. Oh no. It's probably a good thing, Harmony. Yeah. And yeah, Patreon, you guys, I'm trying to get up to a certain level, then you're all going to get another prize. Oh, Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. Happy Thanksgiving. I know it's got a certain day. It's actually got a name. Today's got a name, but I don't know what it is. Yes, morning in Melbourne. So by my calculation, it's nearly 5 here. So it would be, what, nearly 11 a.m. in Melbourne. I think so. So I'm getting really good at figuring out your time. All right, so we're looking at these 4 different parts of December. And if you're just coming in, choose number 1 or number 2 for the readings today. I'm going to wait until about, what time is it? Until about 7 minutes or so past 5. And then I'm going to get started with these and see what's coming in for December. Good evening, Prinicia. We're good. Yep, told you nearly 11. Yeah, what else was I going to say? Gosh. Oh, we have a full moon lunar eclipse on the 30th of November. So that's on Monday. And I'm going to be live most likely on Facebook. Facebook Live, Divine Miracles. Probably on Monday at some point. Just doing some talks about the lunar eclipse in Gemini. This full moon energy. We'll be feeling it now. So a lot of people are feeling the sinus stuff and stuffiness and headaches and stomach aches and all of those body aches. Ascension symptoms are always amplified when there's a full moon, and we're in the shadow period of the full moon now, and just after the full moon it sort of still affects us. Okay, so what's happening with the full moon is those people who have made wishes and things in the new moon just recently that we had, you guys may start seeing things come about in that full moon energy. So that's awesome. And yeah, so I'm going to talk a little bit on Monday about the full moon. Today we're doing the astrology cards. Felt fluish the last few days trying to load her up in vitamins. Yes, awesome for Phillip Island. Yeah, we do take a Centrum every day. it's something that I have to put on the fridge. Take your Centrum every day. It's like the multivitamin, etc. But the one that we take has a lot of zinc, a lot of niacin, a lot of the B vitamins, a lot of iron as well. So we just take that one a day. And Bobby's like, my nails, they can't stop growing. So we get all of the multivitamins and minerals every day, or just make sure that we do. I can always feel if I am out of balance because I'm super tired. That's one of my first things. It's like I don't have energy to do anything. So make sure you're keeping up with your immune system, keeping it strong and healthy. We've already had, the big C in this house. We already had it and we accidentally got it. But it just passed through and went out again. And kind of glad for it, actually. But anyway, we'll see. I think December's going to be a lot easier. Nice. Turmeric and ginger for sure. And also keep the inflammation down, right? What was I going to say? December energy, I feel, for a lot of us is more relaxing than what it's been, this build up over here in the United States, the build up to, it's like all year we've been building up to the election, and then the election, then after the election, and everyone's going crazy and nobody knows what's going on, and people are taking it out on other people, and people are fighting, and I'm for one and sick of it, and I know my husband is as well. So we don't put up with any of that stuff here. If anybody wants to argue or whatever, it's just not going to be tolerated. I don't have any energy space for anything negative, anything at all, even suggesting negativity. I'm always looking at ways that we can raise our vibration and get rid of that so it doesn't amplify into our life. But sometimes you can't help but be affected by what's going on around you, and what's happening. And sometimes a fear can set in. Believe me, if you don't admit that you're afraid of something, then you're going to get super angry without knowing where it's coming from. That's what usually happens with grief and fear. It can turn into being really angry as well. But we'll have a look at some important aspects of December. So as I'm telling everybody, number 1 or number 2, make your choice. I will wait another 5 minutes or so. Then I'm probably going to get started with this reading. So I'm really happy that you guys are here. This is your dose of positive energy. Make sure that you're shielding yourself and grounding your energy as well, and asking for your connection into the center of the earth and up into the center of the universe, creating a pillar of light around you for your spiritual light team and higher self, and for source energy to step into that space and start unraveling and untangling messes that we may have in our energy field, and reinforcing your shielding as well, like every day, making sure that you are asking for this reinforcement when you need to go places, or when you feel a negative vibration, or you feel that it's something that's making you nervous. Ask for that reinforcement, and the more that you can do that yourself, the less likely you need anything else. Excellent. Okay, we're starting to choose numbers, number 1 or number 2. As I said to you, I'm using the astrology cards. Yeah. Get in your pyramid. And if you were at the Gods and Goddess webinar, thank you so much for being there. It was so super powerful. And we had amazing experiences even long after that time. Pranicia wants number 2. Awesome. So I really am grateful that you guys that join the webinars. There's a free webinar going on in December for patrons. Yeah, it was pretty powerful. Patrons are getting the free one coming up, where it's live with me, but nobody else is allowed to have the link. And we're going to do an activations and different angels and guardian angels and all kinds of stuff coming up here soon. We need that angelic energy in December to move us into the 2021 energy as well. Your heart-shaped shield, I love that. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, everybody. Getting closer. I thought some more people would be here on Friday night. Maybe they'll come in later. Who knows? Okay. No worries. Ryan, thanks for coming in. We haven't started the readings yet, so just choose number 1 or number 2 for your readings today. And hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm going to keep this plugged in for a little while. Happy, hello, hey Ben. Yes, it is Black Friday apparently. Oh, the moon's shining on me from outside. Number 2, awesome. Yep, so number 1 or number 2. Now, the way that I'm doing this today with the astrology cards. Hey, Devine from Sydney. All right. So I'm using the astrology cards. So we're going to have to be patient as we go through each section. There's 4 different sections that I'm focusing on for December. The first one's going to be about yourself and about your life, what's around you. The second one's going to be about your finances and what's happening there with them. The third one's going to be about career and relationships. And the fourth part is about what the universe messages are for you, what the universe is gifting you. Okay, so this is the 4 sections, and we'll go through number 1, number 2, okay, 1 card at a time like I always do. And the reason I want you guys to look at this is because December energy is going to be different, all right? And we want to be ready and prepared so we can go into 2021 with beautiful energy. And don't forget your 2021 reading this year. The way that I'm doing it between now and December is you're going to get a huge amount of information relating to you personally, the moon cycles for the year, how it's going to affect you, all different kinds of things, and attunements and Lenormand readings and tarot readings and oracle reading, all kinds of stuff that you're doing, you'll be getting from me. And it takes a long time to prepare it all, but it's totally worth it for you guys. So I really hope you think about that. Okay, so people are choosing. And don't forget, if you're a patron, you get 10% off everything. So I just need to say that. And so at the end of this, I'm going to take some questions from you guys. And just make sure you keep them easy for me to read, because it goes away too quick if you have a big message like that. Make sure you just keep it just to something smaller. And if you have something more in depth, you've got till the end of November to get my real quick reading as well. All right, so let's have a look. Okay. Hi, Veronica. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I'm getting ready. I'm shuffling the cards now. So with these astrology cards, it comes out, and this is the way that I'm doing it today, either a planet card or a zodiac card will come forward. Whichever one comes forward is meant. The message is meant for you. And I'm going to trust my intuition, of course, as always, to bring you the right message. So choosing number 1 or number 2, we're going to start with the first card and then move along. So there'll be 4 cards, okay, for each number. So number 1 will have 4 cards and number 2 will have 4 cards, each representing different houses for December. So I'm looking forward to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my chat right now so that if people come in, I'm not distracted by that. And then I'll turn it back on, back on when I get towards the end of this, okay? So I can focus. So make sure you're choosing number 1 or number 2. And at the very end, you can ask questions. And and we'll do a hot seat, okay? All right, so let me just turn this off. Whoa, sorry everybody. Okay, number 1 or number 2. I kind of don't want to know your numbers either because I don't want to be focusing on that. I just want to focus on the message. But I am going to start. Number 1. Okay, number 1. This is what's happening for you in your life in general in December. Okay, what people will see about you, what impression you give. This is also about your personality in some instances, but this is for December for number 1. And you have a planet card, and this is for number 1, December. You have the Chiron card. So this is what's going to be your main focus in your life in December 2020. Number 1, the Chiron card is about your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach and learn remedies. The energy of Chiron coming up in number 1, first card, is also amplifying your own inner wounds inside yourself. So Chiron was a centaur, of course, and he was hit by a poisoned arrow and wasn't able to heal himself completely. So, it's like the wounded healer. And maybe this is making sense to you, number 1, that you are, do have and do hold healing energy. However, you don't always, number 1, you don't always use it. Number 2, you're focusing perhaps on other people rather than yourself. So for number 1, you're given this opportunity in December to really look at the wounds that you have, really look at yourself right from going back in time. Have a look how far you've come. A lot of you don't give yourself enough credit for how far you've actually come already, right? Have a look how far you've come and see yourself in this new healing energy coming forward in December. Something's shifting, something's working its way up to the surface. Possibly it starts with this big full moon, in the 30th on Monday, but there's something that's coming up to the surface. If you notice an outbreak on your skin, if you notice hives, if you notice a flu, if you notice stuff running out of you, if you notice symptoms of something and it comes through your skin, then you've worked through something, and your job is to figure out what you've worked through so you don't have to get going through it again, right? But in December, a very big healing wave will be sent to you, number 1. Accept this healing to go where it's needed, right, for your highest good. Accept that you do have the ability to help others on their journey, that you are being attuned, finely attuned to healing vibration, understanding that you channel this energy and facilitate it, holding space for other people. So you don't hold any power yourself, because I know some people tell others how powerful they are as a healer. It's more that you may be super good at facilitating the healing energy, but it's always coming from a higher source than us, which is what you want. So you're not drained out by the end, by the end of the whole thing. It's like, if you're drained out, then you're using your own energy. You should be able to go all day doing healings and not feel it at the end of the day, other than being hungry, which is you wanting to sort of just ground and balance your energies a little bit. But other than that, you shouldn't be tired. So anyway, the energy of Chiron, look at your woundings. In December, there's a lot of healing energy flowing through you and from you and to you, okay? Send it out. Visualize wellness in every area. Visualize that wellness. and see those people that you're concerned about in their ultimate state of wellness, and detach your energy completely, and you'll see a healing change begin to happen, not only with you, but with people that you know as well. Okay, so the first house for number 2, connected with you, your life, what's happening, the general atmosphere for December 2020, either a zodiac sign or a planet for number 2. Here we go, December. Oh, I love it. Okay. Number 2, your life in general, you have the energy of Neptune. Now, this is something that is very, very spiritual as well. So your fantasies, your yearnings, your longings, and potential for illusion can also come up with this. Okay. So the Neptune energy for you, number 2, is making sure that, number 1, you are focusing on the things that you want, because this is a manifesting time for you, number 2. Focus on those dreams and those goals and those ambitions. Try not to let anything make you feel like you're going crazy or anything like that. Okay? I know that some people, when you're trying to be proactive in your life and you're trying to change your life, you may not get support from family members. And that's who you really want to impress. Like, you know, when you're at the beginning of your journey, you're like, I just wish my family would understand me and support me as I move into this level, instead of moaning and griping and all the drama and nothing's ever happening to them, and it spills over into everybody's life. So number 2, you just need to keep on going with your spirituality and your manifestations and dreaming of your future and, you know, seeing things how you want them to be. And those naysayers are never going to learn by your words, right? They're never going to learn anything by your words. Sometimes they learn things by your absence. Maybe that is what's required. But for number 2, you are delving into this planet Neptune energy in December. There'll be a lot of information coming forward for you. It may be hard to navigate or ground, number 2. If you get your mind carried away with the thoughts, the feelings, the opinions of other people. If you're letting fear get to you, okay, then you can feel like you're going crazy. So it can feel like illusions are happening, or you're just not sure what's what. You know, you get a thought about something, you don't know whether it's a fear, or you just thought that because you saw that, or you start to doubt yourself when you're overthinking or taking on the energy of everybody else and all of their stuff. Number 2, when there's an illness in the body, for example, and in fact, all illness is a longing for something. All illness is a longing for something. And when you don't get that, that's when your body starts to break down. Okay? So think about yourself and think about, number 2, think about what things you've felt that you were holding a grudge about because you didn't receive them. What things have you really wanted to do in your life, and yet nothing ever seemed to line up? Do you blame the universe for that? Do you blame God for that? Or Jesus, or any one of them that you believe in? Or do you blame yourself for it and therefore give up? You're asked to look at these things from a higher perspective, from a loving perspective, because whatever's happened is happening either in a place of experience or in a place of blessing. Now, doesn't the blessing sound a little bit more fun? So we have to really examine ourselves. And number two, you're going to be having to stay super firm in December about what you believe, how you see yourself, where you're coming from, what you've been dealing with, who you're letting go. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You just do what you're doing and move forward confidently. And if you can't do that, then you're given this opportunity to go back and look at what things you've really wanted to have happen in your life. What have you longed for? Okay? And when it hasn't happened, what has happened to you physically? If you think about it this way, because when we don't get what we really, really wish for, we can go inward in anger, or outward in anger, or give up on everything, or run away from situations, or travel around the world or whatever, and just running away all the time from the situation. So number two, don't let anybody steer you off of your course, but make sure you're also in all of this beautiful spiritual energy here. Make sure that you're also really looking at yourself logically, but through very loving eyes, as though you were looking at someone else's life and you were saying, oh my God, why are you being so hard on yourself? Like, God, this has happened and this has happened and blah, blah, blah. So what? Let it go. If you're looking at somebody else, it's so much easier to do that. Have that same compassion for yourself. Okay, message for number two. Very, very healing in different ways so far. Now, back to number one. And your second card is going to be about your finances. Okay. Now, it's either going to be a planet card or a zodiac card. So let's shuffle for number one again. What's your finances in December, number one? Oh, I like it. All right, number one. The energy is Leo. A good one to have for finances. The energy is flamboyant, it's dramatic, it's proud and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. Excuse me, whenever there's energy here, I get the hiccups, I get the itches. Okay. The second card for number one is Leo. So, Leo gets a bit of a bad rap, all right? Really, I haven't really known any Leos who are super boastful, proud, or bossy or anything like that, or even overly dramatic. Only at times in life. So my son is the 8th of the 8th August, and at times he can be that way, but not all the time. In this energy of being in your finances, the Leo is like, hey, you need confidence in what you're doing. You need to step forward. You need to start owning your energy and stop letting other people own your energy. Number one, it's come to this important time now where it's really time to navigate forward, and don't wait for other people to sort of help you along the way or whatever. Just make those steps forward, seeing your finances as something that's easy to look after, seeing money as a beautiful thing, not something where, as soon as I get money, I've got to pay all these bills. That's all it is. It's the root of all evil, and I want money, but I don't like it. Because your money will just keep on leaving with that energy. So number one, be bold, be daring, be strong, be confident in yourself as you move forward, because this is what Leo is about. It's more about owning your confidence, knowing that there's nothing that you can't do, lifting your vibration, and start to throw your shoulders back and to heck with anybody else who tries to pull you down. Right? Do not live your life for other people. This is a big message for number one, where, it seems to me that your energy is or has been about a level of responsibility to others before yourself. and you have this empathy and healing, and you have all this knowledge, and you have this wisdom and kindness and etc. But everybody just drains it out like a sieve. You know, you have to shut that down and protect yourself, because no one is, you know, it's like when we worry about everybody else, they're sleeping quite fine. They just roll over and go to sleep. You may be up all night worrying yourself sick about things, and that never gives you an answer. So for number one, if you want that job, or if you want a new job, or if you want a promotion, the energy is with you to get it. Okay? But it's time for you to really be confident in yourself. And if you can't, then you have to pretend that you're confident. Seriously. It's like pretending you're happy and you're on the phone with somebody and you've got a smile on your face. Pretty soon you're happy by the end of the day. The same thing works with confidence. If you throw your shoulders back and you walk in a room with an air, they're going to be like, oh, okay, that person means business. Or they're looking for the bathroom or something. They mean business, right? They got to do it. And you have that energy inside you. You just, it's just dying to come forward. Maybe in December you do. And you finally speak up. A lion roars, right? But everybody in the jungle goes, oh, okay, that's the lion. We really need to get out of his way right now. He's on his way over here. You go over there. I'm going over here. We know what that lion's going to do. That's who you have to be. You have, your reputation needs to go first. Precede you, okay? People know you're not going to mess around. They won't use you. Simple as that. But you have the power and the confidence to change your finances for the better. You're going to be pushed to do it. So go with it, all right? Now, number 2 in your financial energy as well. Okay, number 2, finances for December. Oh my God. Number 2. So number 1 was this. Number 2, look how similar. Mars. Okay. Number 2 in your finances, the Mars card is extremely, extremely positive. It talks about your physical energy, your drive, your strength, your fighting spirit. Okay, Mars is very connected with Aries, of course. So this coming up in your second house is very much like the first card that we got for number 1. Okay, as you can even see. It's showing that something is happening to you. Okay, number 2. Something has shifted. Something has changed. Something's lifted. Something's stopped. Something's ended. And something's starting. And it's given you more power and drive and enthusiasm than you can even have thought that you were going to have. All right, you're starting to get excited about life again. You're starting to get excited about your skills and your own abilities. You're starting to see the potentials that you have, even though other people see it all the time. You may be the sort of person who's like awesome at the guitar or something, and someone goes, oh my God, that's awesome. You're like, yeah, well, you know, it could be better. You know, I've been working on that one for a while, but it could be better. It's like, it's like awesome. And you're like, don't know about it. You know, so for number 2, you need to give yourself credit too. And if someone says something's awesome, say thank you. Oh, I'm really glad you like it, you know. Don't go into, well, I thought it was really stupid. You know, I could have done a lot better and blah, 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 blah. But just go, okay, thank you. Awesome. And things will start to change. So I don't believe that there's anyone here that is listening, because, I mean, this is, you're choosing number 1 or number 2. It seems to me that if for some reason you don't pick up on this drive or this ambition or whatever it is for you, or this extra energy that you're going to have, if you don't pick up on it, then it's definitely going to be there at least by the end of the month, where it suddenly catches up to you. All right, so for December. But I just think people are sick of it. I think people are sick of being held back by one thing after another. I think people are sick of being told what to do this whole year. I think people are sick of being suppressed. I think people are tired of users and fake people. I think people are tired of being told what to do all the time and made to feel guilty if they don't do it. I feel like people are ready to snap at any second. So you have to use that power for yourself. This is what this year's been about. Are you going to have faith? Are you going to be strong in who you are? Are you going to strengthen on every level? Or are you just going to let everything upset you? You cave in and you're there at the end of the day, at the end of the line, once again, crawling your way up to the front. It has to stop. We have to be strong. But the energy for number 1 and 2 for your finances, don't really see anything stop it from taking off, especially if you have this mental mindset within yourself. All right, you are first, everybody else is second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever. You have to be first. And as they even say on the planes, put that oxygen mask on yourself, and then you can help everybody else. Right? So that's what this is about as well. Really have a think to yourself where you let others go ahead, or people that you think are better go ahead, or you pull yourself back for everybody else, or whatever it is. No more of that stuff. We are able and capable, determined, and if we focus our mind on something, the body will follow us. Focus your mind on where you want to be, the body will just go there. Okay? All right. So we move on to the third card, which is going to be an area of your life it's either about your career or about relationships. Okay? Finances, career, relationships, partnerships. Okay? So let's focus on it being, I guess, finances, because we haven't looked at that. We have. The second house was finances. Career, partnerships. Okay. All right. Career, partnerships. Something is. Okay. My crown's just bubbling. All right. All right. So for number 1, here we go with you. Career, partnerships. This is the part of an astrology reading. You're going to get one with your 2021 reading. Okay. Number 1. Career, partnerships, relationships. Okay. Fantastic, number 1. Oh yeah, my head's vibrating. All right. You have Sagittarius, number 1. So this is the energy imbuing power, confidence, enthusiasm, faith, good fortune, and authority. So when the Sagittarius energy comes up in this particular location, career, long-term, significant partnerships, it says what it means. It's very, very good fortune. The energy is based around suddenly things changing. So the energy of Sagittarius is a lot like very, very funny, good humor, or making everybody laugh, making everybody feel comfortable. Sagittarius is hardworking and creative and able to work both alone and in a group situation. But the only hesitancy or the only issue that can happen with Sagittarius is if the nervous system is out of balance. And if that happens, then what happens to a Sagittarius energy is that you become very, very panicked very easily. You can be super, super sensitive to things and take everything personally, etc. So a Sagittarian can be very, very bright, very, very bubbly, very, very smart, very, very capable, and then all of a sudden they'll be in the corner, in the fetal position, sucking their thumb somewhere because something's happened. It's like, this is not the same person. This is not the same energy. So when something is unbalanced with Sagittarius, it goes into overthinking, nervous exhaustion, panicking about what other people think, whether they're doing a good job or not, whether, someone likes it or not, because they're very much also about, Sagittarians also about how they fit in. So in this situation with regards to your career, relationship, even finances, it's like something is pushing forward into your life, number one. It could be a partnership with somebody who has this kind of energy, or you do yourself. But the best kind of partner, either at work or in your personal life, for number one, is someone with this fiery, creative element inside of them. Hopefully in the balanced aspect of that. But it shows that very, very quickly anybody can really start to overthink something, and suddenly there's a problem, right? So the body just doesn't like that extra stress and sort of shuts itself off a little bit. But for you, number one, you've got this healing energy coming through with Chiron. You've got this powerful, confident energy. And now you have this good luck and good fortune energy. Use all the positive aspects of these cards and remember the unbalanced aspects of those cards, okay? So that you can get yourself in the right energy for total success. So in as far as career, there could also be a promotion for some of you. You could also be moving up or changing offices or something like that, or changing departments, or whatever that means for you. Maybe there's extra responsibility with an extra pay raise. There's something here about authority, your own authority in your life, and also other people's energy towards you as well. But you must trust in yourself and your own abilities to change your future to be how you want it to be. This is just a very simple little reading. I mean, there's so many people here. I'm doing my best to just trust that this is the message that you need for December. And of course, there'll be more messages as we're going along. But you also have to trust, number one and number two, in your own skills and abilities, and don't you let anybody cut you down anymore. Let yourself shine a little bit, okay? Now, number two, in regards to career and partnerships, all right, so I'm shuffling these cards for number two. All right, so for number two, remember you had the Neptune energy and the Mars energy, and now you have another emotional energy of the moon. So I would say for number two that firstly, this particular moon, even now it's here on November the 30th, this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be big for you. And also in December, there's another full moon. When have I got it here? Let me just check out December's moons. December, really quickly, and I'll tell you. Okay. All right, so in December, if we can get it without having 1,000 advertisements. In December, we have the new moon and a solar eclipse on the 14th of December. And that's going to be in Sagittarius. And also at December 30, so that's interesting, we have a full moon in Cancer. Okay, so Cancer energy, stomach, it can be the womb, it can be the ovaries, reproductive areas with Cancer as well. It's all about your insides, of course. So the full moon will be on the 30th. So you'll need to keep a note on the 14th and the 30th of December. And these full moon cycles for you, number two. So the moon indicates your subconscious, your sensitive side, your inner emotions. And when you're looking at your moon sign, this is your subconscious energy, your emotional side, what everybody sees in you, in your emotions. But this is coming up in the place we've asked about partnerships and career. Now, this is very, very interesting because your finances are pushing you forward with that Mars energy that we had, right? That's pushing you forward. But here you're sitting here like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. That's what you're doing. Someone's offering you something, you're like, oh, I don't know if it's what I want. Is that what I want? What if I do that? If I do that, would that be really good? Would that be part? Is that what they want me to do? Oh, someone's offered me a job, and I mean, is that my sole purpose? Is that where I'm supposed to be? You're caught up in a little bit of energy with regards to fear of failure, number 2. And you're wondering, whatever decision it is that you make, is it going to be the right one? Is it going to bring you further? Is it going to bring in more money? Is it going to change things? Is this the thing that you meet the partner that you want to for your whole life, kind of thing? All of those worries are unnecessary. All of those worries are worries. They're unnecessary. If you're asking for assistance to move forward in your career, in your life, in your job, and someone offers you something, even if it's not exactly what you want it to be, it may be leading you to something even better. There's a reason why a lifeboat is sent out to you, right? You may be the sort of person who was like, well, I asked God to come and get me, but you're not God, are you? Right? But it's kind of a confusing energy with the moon. If you're finding yourself worried about every little thing, then you'll just be worried about every little thing and nothing will change. You'll be like Fred Flintstone, just skipping your little feet and going nowhere. And then wondering why, then getting annoyed because you asked for something and it didn't happen the way you wanted it to. So you said no, and then it all became a chain of events. So a woman is usually involved with the moon energy. It's lunar, it's feminine. There may be a lady that comes forward and wants you to, partnership with her in something. Or there could be a woman involved in your emotions that you can always hear nagging at you or telling you that you're making a bad decision. Someone that you look up to, maybe it is a parent, maybe it's someone, whoever that is for you, where you're constantly worried about their opinion, and so you can almost hear it in your head. So for number 2, remember we talked about the Neptune energy here as well, all right? And the Neptune energy was like, don't let people control, what you want to do. This is telling you the same thing. There's something of importance coming up. There's November the 30th, December the 30th, December the 14th. You've got a couple of weeks, and then there's active events that are happening, okay? Trust in your own ability to make the right decisions for yourself and focus on those decisions as being powerful. It's easy. It's all going to be there. The right steps in the right direction are going to happen. So these cards really do have a specific energy with them. I'm not using the book or anything like that. I'm telling you what I think. And in this instance, I think you worry a little too much about whether or not it's going to be fortunate for you to make a decision forward in your life, or whether or not it's part of your divine purpose. Everything is part of your divine purpose. If you focus on something being fortunate for you, it will be. You see what I'm saying? So just listen to your self-talk and remember that as you move forward, there are confusing times. But if you question every little thing, you never get anywhere other than back at the end of the line. Having to start all over again, okay? But there is something coming, but don't let your emotions cloud everything. I guess that's the biggest way of saying it. All right, so finally, where is the wishes being granted? What is coming forward with from the universe, especially a gift for you? Number 1. Have a drink. Number 1. Where is a gift for you? What's happening? Okay. Beautiful. Number 1, you have Jupiter. This is fantastic. So Jupiter is about your confidence, your courage, your self-belief, and luck. The universe is giving you an increase in these abilities. It's going to feel like you're like here, flying above, jumping off of the cliff and can fly. It's that kind of I can do anything attitude. The universe is gifting you this in December so that you can easily navigate your way forward and understand what's your emotion. Okay? What energy is your emotion? What energy is your intuition? What energy is your fear? In this instance, you're going to know all of those different things, but it's up to you whether you follow through with it or not. The universe is gifting you with a lot of opportunities, number 1, in December. You could be flying high by the end of December, going into 2021 on a completely different note. 2020 was extremely important. I always said to everybody, this is the best year, even though it seems like it's not, with all this stuff going on. But look at the things that are changing. Look at the things we're finally seeing with our own 2 eyes. Look how many things have shifted. Look how many discoveries have been made. Look how things have been turning, right? It's been very important, and we'll only realize that on hindsight, I'm sure. But here, the universe gifts you with courage and confidence to move into your dreams and not let anything hinder you. It is a process. It is a process. I'm not saying by the end of December you're all done. There's no more lessons to learn and, nothing else to do but put your feet up. We've all got to work hard at our mindset, our emotions, on analyzing ourselves on a daily basis, but not being hard on yourself either for things that happen to you, right? So here, the universe is giving you the keys to your freedom. So use them and use them wisely, and know that you can manifest in this energy quite easily as well. And finally, what's the universe giving number 2 for December 2020? Haha, fantastic. Okay, Capricorn. That's what you're getting. The goat. I'm only kidding. The energy is, this is exactly what you needed, number 2, because remember we have the moon and we had the Neptune. You've also got this Mars energy of like, I can do anything. And now you have the Capricorn energy. So this is about hard work, right? Focusing, pushing on no matter what, and ambition, okay? That goat can go up a cliff that's basically vertical. That goat will just keep on going, and it doesn't stop until it gets to where it can level itself out or whatever, right? Number 2, you're going to be Capricorn energy in December, where it would be a lot easier if you can see there, he's carrying a load, right? It'd be a lot easier if you dump that load. It might be the emotional load or the having to do everything, responsibility or whatever. But if you drop all that, your ascent to the top is super easy. You can just climb on up there and you don't have anything weighing you down. So for number 2, the universe is giving you the opportunity to notice the things that are weighing you down as you're moving forward, right? Notice the things that are holding you back. Notice all of those things that are huge obstacles to you as you move forward. And then let them go and continue on your own journey. As you can see with most of these cards, there's you on the surface. There's just one energy that's coming forward because this is about you. And it's hard for you to imagine not worrying about the things that you've worried about for most of your life, because those were your survival tactics. Most of you have a lot of survival tactics from a child and not even realize, even those people who have had fantastic childhoods, we all have survival tactics that we use and continue to use until we could recognize them throughout our life, you know. And one of the ones for you, number 2, is putting other people first and feeling responsible for other people's crap, and feeling responsible for how they feel, and feeling responsible for your children who are grown and they still don't have what you would like them to have, and you're feeling bad about that because, you know, after all, you were their parents, so you must have gone wrong. No, there's a newsflash. By the time they turn 18, it's up to them what they're doing with their life, not you. So it's like looking at all the little excesses where your energy is leaking out to other people, places, things, and situations that no longer need to be there. Drop the bag, drop the baggage, and you're going to shoot upwards so much quicker than you can imagine. No more having things tie you down. It sounds super easy, and you will have to monitor your energy. You'll have to catch yourself when you're going back into doubt phase, or feeling bad, or I'm feeling guilty, or I'm feeling sad, and why don't they call me, and why don't this, and it must be me. When you start going into the pity party, or you start going into feeling shame or feeling guilt about something, no more of that, because that will never be a part of a person who's truly successful. None of that can exist. The most successful people never give up, and that means on themselves. That's exactly what it's got to be. I know this year is hard to keep the faith. I know that. Right? But it's just recognizing these little things, recognizing the gifts, being grateful for those things as well. And it leads you into a brand new vibration, so much higher than what you were before. Not superior, but in a higher, more vibrant, happy, healthy energy, getting younger all the time, noticing things about yourself in a different way, seeing yourself in the mirror without going, ugh, and not looking in the mirror, and just all these things. All these things add up. And all of a sudden you're in this beautiful energy. So from what I can see for December, whether you chose number 1 or whether you chose number 2, it's going to be highly charged energy. Who cares what's going on in the world? This is about you. And it shouldn't matter what's happening outside of you. It can only affect you if you let it. It can only bother you if you allow it. All right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, and as you know, you can get your own readings, etc. at my website, BDevineOnline.com. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pack this up out of my way. I'm going to put the chat back on for a minute. Oh, I don't know if I can without knocking my thing over. All messages. Okay. All right. So what do you guys think about that reading? Do you guys like the astrology reading? Because I can do more of those other times. So I can see your chats now. I am. Awesome. All right. You're welcome. Yeah, I got right into that one because it was just like, wow, we need it. Candy was there. Wayne. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, I'm really glad you loved that one. When you do the astrology reading, there's 12 different sections that you go along. And, oh, thank you, Deborah. That's very kind. Thank you. Lovely. Awesome. Yeah, it doesn't mess around though. The astrology readings do not mess around. You're welcome. Yes, next month's going to be awesome. Oh, okay. Sag is overthinking. Go. Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. It worked. See? There you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take now some... Hey, G. I'm going to take some... Oh, thank you, guys. Bill and Deborah, thank you so much. Lovely. Thank you very much. And I've got this vibration going on in my crown, so there's a lot of energy coming in. You may be feeling it also. Thank you so much, everybody. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be on the hot seat. I'm going to quickly take questions. All right, just wait a second before the questions. Try not to make your messages super hard and long, okay, because I can't read them. They go, like they last 2 seconds and move up. They last two, so I've got to try to read it, think about it, and answer you. So just keep them short. Also, if you need something more in depth, you know where to go. Every link will be down below in the comments as well. Yes, honey, okay. If you want me to. Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, so he's serious. He wants me to get up there. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Kathy. How awesome. Okay. Well, you know me. I've got to be great at it first. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Joanna. You said something about career or love life. So, yeah. I would probably be more comfortable singing than playing my bass guitar. I'd probably get up for a number or two on my bass though, because I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at certain ones and certain. You know, I don't need to worry about it. I've got it sort of nailed, kind of thing. Singing, yeah, I'd love to do that too, but I'm not gonna do it now. Come off it. You know, but yeah, it's gonna be coming in 2021 more of that side of me. Maybe some yeah, maybe some more musical stuff that Bobby and I can do as well. Obviously, he's amazing on the drums, and so is two of my sons, and my other son's a guitarist. So, you know, I'd really like. I mean, Josh is stuck in Australia, and so is Adrian right now. But if they were here, we'd have the Partridge Family going on. Like, this place would be booming. We'd have three drummers on the stage. You know? Yeah, so anyway, I know that Joe asked a question about career or love life, and it feels that an excellent opportunity is coming up. It's something to do with sort of education. Yeah, your lead drummer, honey. It's something to do with education as well. So I don't know if you're thinking, Joe. This is for Joe. She knows who she is. I don't know if you're thinking about studying something else with regards to your work, etc. But there's that energy there. And someone is offering you something also. Chris, I reckon you should hang on to it for right now. We should only invest money if it's like a full determination to do so. And it's the same as in a relationship. You should only leave a relationship if there's full determination. You've tried everything else to do it. You know, don't do anything you're unsure about. See, something about a school. Yes, of course. Make sure, Ryan, this is for Ryan, make sure if you're unsure about your intuition, that you put yourself into that place of receiving, grounding yourself in and up, bringing everybody in, and then ask. Yes, I definitely do, Desiree. with hummingbirds, that's bringing a message for your dad about joy, and joy is the highest vibration, and also angels are known as the vibration of joy. So Lisa, I would say yes. Yeah. So just put yourself in that space and then ask again, Ryan, if you're having trouble deciphering what's my intuition and what's just my thinking. Okay. Try that. So, okay, let me see your questions. Oh, okay. Any past life? That's okay. So Ben, there's probably a few different past lives that are affecting you, but one thing that's really good to remember is that you say to yourself, you just make a blanket statement: if there's any past lives that are affecting me negatively in my life right now, without even knowing what they are, that energy be dissolved and only the positive energy continue with me in this path. But having a past life regression or going into it for yourself is the best method of healing. And I've been doing this since 2013 with Dolores Cannon. Right before she died, I was able to work with her in person right before she died. And then I've developed my own way of doing it, which is 100% successful. So I'd really encourage, if you're really curious about that, do the journey properly. Okay. Okay, blessings, Candy. Thanks for being here. Okay. Well, see, with Wayne, I feel like it's like you've got this energy of a week, something happening in a week, and it's all creative and it's all lovey-dovey and it's all new starts for you, Wayne. So I think there's something on a level with regards to romance and on a level with regards to career and your own talents coming forward as well. There's something in this week, maybe with this full moon energy, that propels you forward. Someone asked about their son. Was that Deborah Hensley? Okay. So the message that I was getting for you, Deborah, is there's a lot of influential energy around your son. It feels like he's being influenced by other people, okay, around him, or he's been very confused and very emotional. All right, so you need to just focus on his strength and balancing, and I feel that you will find out some good news coming up soon. Okay. Okay, so Rebecca as well, she asked school or work, and it feels like it's more work right now. And that was just the first thing that came to me. Do I have a future in my beautiful love life? Yeah. Yeah, so there's something influencing your son, Deborah, but it'll all come about. Yes, I feel work for Rebecca. There was another question I just saw here. Maybe it was Joe, perhaps. Was it Joe? Could you repeat your question for me? Joe from Melbourne. Joe's Candles, I'm pretty sure you are. If you're still there, hopefully. I don't know, you might be gone. Okay, I can't see anybody's chats right now. Can't see anybody's chats except for Bill Gray. And it's like, Bill, I feel for you like the energy is around you about something that you're doing. You need to try another approach. Whatever you're doing hasn't been working so far. It's like the energy of the hangman, where you got to see things from another perspective. And I feel that that's happening for you as well. A fairy, with your sleep stuff, a lot of that has to do with your ascension energy as well, and also a habit that you get yourself into. It's like, oh, okay, it's 3 o'clock, I've got to get up. But just make sure you're clearing out your house as well, and understand that, sometimes it takes you changing your pattern yourself with your going to bed, making sure you're extremely exhausted. But if you're going to bed and you're thinking about things, that won't help you. If you're going to bed and you're thinking that you can't sleep, then that won't help you as well. So it could be a nervous energy as well. You can also email me, divinemiracles@gmail.com, and I will send you a sleep meditation that you can listen to help you go to sleep. Maybe that will help keep you in that energy at night. Just make sure that you're cleansing and clearing. You've got yourself shielded. You're not overthinking. If you can't sleep within the first 10 minutes, get up and do something completely different, and you'll find that you'll get tired. But if you need help, and if any of you guys need help with letting go of the past, or you want to do some kind of little bit of a healing meditation or something, email me, and it won't have any ads. I can send you a MP3 recording. So divinemiracles@gmail.com. Okay. All right. Last questions. Anybody else got something? Someone new? Okay, cool. Anyone who hasn't asked anything before? Oh, for G, I get the feeling that something is coming into balance for you. There's solutions available to a problem. Sort of like you're being objective about things a little bit. You're not being so rigid on something. I have no idea what this means. I hope it means something to you. Forgiving. There's a lot of healing energy around you. And compromise that you're making as well. Compromise that you're making. This is creating solutions for you, and things are going to start being in balance a little bit more in your life on the whole. Hedwig, I think you... there you go. How's your business going? I think you're going to have reasons to celebrate, Joe. I felt that as well. Reasons to celebrate, happiness. Things are changing. There's a lot of energy of Archangel Gabriel around you, Joe. So that always brings messages and an uplifting energy. And there's something happening in December that changes. But I feel like you've got a lot to be happy about. So just keep really positive, right? Things are happening. Things are changing. Sales are occurring, etc. Okay. All right. So everybody, I'm going to go have something to eat. I'm going to be back on Monday on Facebook, and I might load it up here as well. We'll have a check mark, do both for the full moon. Okay. I really thank you for being with me. Don't forget the 2021 deal going on right now. For these in-depth readings are really worth it. I really hope you enjoyed these messages today. And until the next time, have a wonderful weekend. And thank you so much for being here. Bye for now. Bye.